Hey guys, and welcome back to another one, and today we are going to take a look at the Zopo Speed 7 Plus, which is a Android Lollipop phone. So with no further ado, let's go for it. So here we are with the Zopo Speed 7 Plus that features the MediaTek 6753 CPU, 3GB of DDR3 RAM, 16GB of storage, and a 5.5-inch display with a resolution of 1080p, which gives us a total of 400 ppi. Regarding the unboxing experience, once we open the package, we will find the Speed 7 Plus on the top, along with the usual documentation, a power adapter with a USB to micro USB connection, and a pair of headphones. And material-wise, the phone is all built of plastic, but actually looks and feels nice. It has a brushed pattern look and two silver plastic frames that add some style to it. At the top front, it features the phone speaker along with a 5-megapixel front-facing camera and a light sensor that will also display notifications with the red light. At the front bottom, 3 on-screen buttons, 1 micro USB connection at the bottom, volume rocker and power button on the right side, a 3.5mm headphone jack at the top, and finally at the back, a 13.2 megapixel camera and flash, and at the bottom, 1 single speaker that actually has a better sound than I was expecting. Now when we take off the back cover, we will find a removable 3000 mAh battery along with 2 slots for micro SIM cards and 1 slot for a micro SD card up to 64 gigs. And in terms of performance, I didn't find any issues at all. Very responsive browsing apps and even browsing the latest used apps and switching from app to app, it handles everything without issues at all. Now this is a 5.5-inch display, which is great especially for content consumption, but if you have small hands like I do, then you will struggle to use it with just one hand. And with this size, I'm much more comfortable using with 2 hands instead of 1. It comes with Lollipop 5.1 and with just a few apps installed that we can remove if we want to. And a great thing that I did notice for the 3 weeks or so that I've been using the phone is that it has regular online updates, which on my opinion is just great. And now as usual, let's go for some benchmarks so that we can compare with other devices. And starting with speed test, we got 65 megabits per second on downloads and 20 megabits per second on uploads. On this speed test, 172 megabytes on reads and 77 megabytes on writes. Geekbench 3 with 609 on single core score and 2694 on multi-core score. Anton 2 with roughly 23,000, 3D Mark score, iStorm Extreme 3000, and finally on Epic Citadel 49.8 frames per second of average score. And as you can see on screen in here, we got a very weird resolution of 1800 by 1080, and I'm just guessing that this is the app that could not get rid of the on-screen buttons, but this was only with this app, all the others went just fine. And in terms of gameplay, there are no surprises at all. The phone will handle anything that we play on it. I tested out with FIFA 2015 and Asphalt 8 Airborne, and the results are just great, especially watching it in full HD. And the same happens with video playback. Streaming movies from my NAS across my network using the latest version of Kodi, we have just a great experience. And as usual, I used Big Bug Bunny and Tears of Steel, both at 1080p, and all credits are due down below on the video description. And in terms of battery, this is a power-hungry phone. I did use it for a couple of weeks as my daily driver, as I use any other phone, just phone calls, a few mails, some text messages, and that's about it. I'm not a intensive user. Now, unplugging it at roughly 9 o'clock in the morning, it could get by up to roughly 8 in the evening. So if you use it in a more intensive way, expect to have the battery discharged even faster. And finally, the image and video quality of the phone, which is something that I honestly prefer to leave up to you guys to decide if it is enough or not for your needs. But I actually did like the picture quality with a resolution of 4160 by 3120, and the video quality was also not bad at all with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. But feel free to download the raw samples included in the link down below so that you can check them for yourself. So in conclusion guys, things that I did like the most were the really nice overall design, a great performance, the on-screen buttons, the ability to have 2 SIM cards and a micro SD, and finally a nice picture quality. On the other hand, this is a power-hungry phone, so the battery discharges fast, and I would advise to get either an extra battery or a power bank. And that is it regarding the Zopo Speed 7 Plus review. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto Jorge, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.